Good morning, Granny B again. This morning I'm going to do a cauliflower substitute potato salad, being in line with the low carb. We're also going to do at the same time deviled eggs, because so many of the same ingredients that would go in potato salad would also go in your deviled eggs. So we're starting off with 6 eggs in the bottom of this pan. 2 is going to go in the potato salad, and then of course the other 4 I'm going to make deviled eggs with. We're going to put that on there and wait for it to come up to boil. And here I've got that head of cauliflower. Here's the head of cauliflower in my steamer pan, and we're just going to steam this cauliflower for about 4 or 5 minutes till it's tender. When you check it with a fork, or I use a little skewer. So we're going to wait just for a few minutes until that starts boiling. In the meantime, we'll go ahead and start getting our mix together. Here I've got half a cup of mayonnaise with about 2 tablespoons of mustard. Here's an added secret ingredient that I've done that I've never seen in any of these recipes for the substitute. I'm putting in a half cup cottage cheese because it bumps up the protein without too many more added calories and virtually no carbs. Years ago, when I was on a diet, I had a motivational tape from Zig Ziglar, and he said, if you're on a diet, whatever you do, don't eat cottage cheese. He said, 'cause ain't nobody but fat folks eat that stuff. Well, that's probably not politically correct today, but it's still funny. I've got about half of an onion that I diced pretty big. It's not small dice. I do want to taste the onion, and I do want to taste the celery when I'm eating my potato salad, so it's a large dice. Next we have, if you like it, you don't have to do this, but olives and capers, just to your taste. And here we have bread and butter pickles that I chopped up in my husband loves bread and butter pickles. I chopped it into rough pieces, and then I put about a tablespoon of that bread and butter pickle juice in there too. So we're going to add that. Now you can do other things to this too, just to your liking, but we're going to go with that. I'm going to use half of a jar of pimentos, the little jar. We're just going to kind of scoop some out of there. Now what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to float some olive oil on top of that, because I don't want to waste these beautiful pimentos. I'm going to float some olive oil on that and put it in the freezer. And then next time I need pimentos, this will be. Now here is one of Granny B's secrets that nobody else does that I'm aware of, but this will take your potato salad up to the next level. It's my own homemade jalapeno jelly, and I'm going to put about a tablespoon of that in there. You will not believe the difference that that'll make. Okay, so that's just about all of our ingredients for the mix. So then we'll start with our seasonings. This is 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of pepper, and about 1 teaspoon of lemon pepper. So we just added some red pepper flakes, I got a little too much, but I'm going to take some of that out just with my spoon. Just like in the potato salad, we start with mayonnaise and mustard. Now, of course, you're not going to need as much volume, so I've only got 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise and 1 good squish of mustard. I've put in half a teaspoon of salt and pepper and half a teaspoon of lemon pepper. So we're just going to start stirring that around. And then this doesn't take as many vegetables as the potato salad either, but you'll notice the difference in how large the onions and pickles were in the potato salad. And I've diced this up really fine because I don't like big chunks in my deviled eggs. But there we have about a tablespoon of onion, about a tablespoon of the bread and butter pickles, and about 5 or 6 capers. And everything has been diced really fine. Okay, if you could see in the bottom of my pan now, I'm getting little bubbles on the bottom. So it's just about ready to start boiling. It is putting off steam, so we're going to go ahead and put the cauliflower on now. We're going to put the lid on, and we're going to give it 3 minutes. So we'll be back after 3. Okay, it's been 5 minutes. Our cauliflower still isn't tender, but I wanted to get the eggs out of there, because the longer you boil your eggs, the more chance you have of getting that little green ring around them, and I don't like that. So I went ahead and took my eggs out, and then this is what I'm going to do next with the eggs. I've got a bowl of water here, and I'm going to drop them into this water. I'm going to put the lid on it, and I'm just going to shake them and get them cracked up. So that cracked them a little bit, but we'll go ahead and crack them some more. In the meantime, I'm keeping a real close eye on this cauliflower. This is one of Granny B's tricks. Is once you get some cracks in your eggshells, then take off a little bit to where you could get a spoon in there, and then run your spoon down there. The curvature of the spoon helps lift that eggshell off. There you go. They're completely done. They're done enough that that green ring didn't come on. So we're going to go ahead and separate these for a minute. They're a little hot. We're going to put the whites there. We're going to leave these yolks right here for now. Checking our cauliflower again. Okay, it's beginning to get as tender as I'd like for it to be. I want a little crunch left. I'm going to leave it 1 more minute, and it's been 11 minutes. So my first estimate of 3 minutes was way off. We're going to let the cauliflower go for about 12 minutes. Another minute has passed. The cauliflower's been cooking for 12 minutes, and that's as tender as I want it right now. So we're going to turn this burner off, and we're going to take the cauliflower and run it under some cold water. Running the cauliflower under cold water does 2 things. It stops the cooking process so it doesn't get any more, so it doesn't get softer, and 2, then it gives you, it makes it to a temperature where you can handle it better. We don't want to put this hot cauliflower into that mayonnaise mix. We want it to cool down quite a bit. So while it's cooling down, I'm going to start cutting it into bite-sized pieces. Now, everything we have done so far with this substitute potato salad if you just put potatoes in it, you would have potato salad. So everybody has their own way of doing potato salad. This is just how I do mine.